Today's topic is all about persisting in the knowing that what you desire is on the way and how to do that specifically. I want you to feel so confident in what you know to be true about the world that there are no doubts. And if they do come, it's very easy for them to just vanish from your mindset. So stay tuned if you'd like to hear more about how to persist in the knowing that you have your desire in this world right now. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Law of Attraction Detox, where we detoxify from toxic techniques. Instead, we focus on our true nature here in the present moment, where all the manifestational power exists. This is where your heart's desire exists, right here, right now, in this present moment, is where you will feel the expansion of your awareness and the knowing that what you want is just a click away. So how do you stay in that present knowing, that feeling of expansion, that knowing that your heart's desire is on the way? Well, it starts with a little bit of a process, For me, it's been quite a journey, a manifestational journey. It starts with knowing yourself, completely knowing yourself. You cannot jump from your current state of being into the next one without having to know bits and pieces of yourself. But what I'm noticing with, 20 years of studying law of attraction and countless clients sessions with hypnotherapy and the reprogramming is that we have succumbed to a framework, a certain framework of existence that we believe to be true. And we want it to change. We know it's infinite possibilities out there, right? But in order to make that change happen, you must first go within, discover the obstacles within yourself, and lovingly engulf them and basically essentially remove them from your path so that you can actually see the opportunities. You can get the intuitive nudges that bring you closer to what you want. It's that simple. You don't need to do more imagination techniques. You don't need to try to put yourself out there in the world pretending and imagining that you have something when deep inside of yourself you don't feel like you really even deserve it. For the longest time, I didn't even think that I had a partner. I didn't even think that there was a person for me on this planet that existed. But yet simultaneously, I wanted to have my dream partner and the love of my life. These are incongruent with each other. They are inconsistent. They are creating clashing disharmony in your frequency. You, as a being of sound and light, you are putting out into the world a symphony that is not in beat with each other, not in time with each other, not even in the same key. Drop a comment if you know what I'm talking about when you have that feeling of discord within you and it feels like opposing forces. The one that really wants you to have the thing and the part of you that doesn't. And what have you done to help yourself mitigate those clashing energies? What do you do? Well, on this channel, we stop doing the techniques and the things that are trying to manifest our world, and instead go in and ask yourself, this part of myself that doesn't believe that fill in the blank can happen, what is it telling me? What is it actually telling? Oh, it's afraid. It's afraid that if I have this relationship, then I'll be seen for all that I am, and that person might not like me and they'll abandon me. Oh, wow. See, you can see how this story would inhibit you from actually having what you desire, because if you were to actually have what you desire, something that you perceive to be negative could happen. That is how our mind is set up. It is set up to, it's like a failsafe. It's like protection. It's this automatic drop the gates, the alarm went off, because if I go outside of this reality that I understand and that I know very well this place, I know this place of poverty and I know this feeling of not having enough or not having love. That is what you're used to. And so when your fail-safe mechanism, your mind, is trying to trap you and keep you stuck in this bubble so that you don't escape, it's actually doing that so that you don't harm yourself. It's like, hey, I love you too much for you to change and go out there and potentially experience more harm. And you know that within yourself to not be true. You know that if you have the thing that you want in your life, that there will be more joy. Paradox, issue, problem. When you're doing law of attraction techniques, you are coming from a place of I don't have, therefore if I get that thing that's outside of me, I will then be happy. That is the issue at hand. And that is the part that you get to get comfortable with, the part that you get to know about yourself. Because once you do, then you'll be able to persist in the knowing that things that you want, or people or places or whatever, is out there and on the way, and it is right here, right now. And you'll feel like you just jumped into an ocean of possibilities. That is what I'm helping my clients do. That is what I'm developing this program for, that will help you to discover your innate sense within you. Your human GPS system is there, waiting for you to tap into it. It's this dusty machine that most of us have just ignored and neglected our whole lives in lieu of some program that we have been fed from the time that we were 0 to 9 in our subconscious mind, and the assumptions that we make about our lives based on these things that have happened to us along our journey. We just need to lovingly be aware of them, and are they in frequency, in harmony with that which I desire? Can I get from here to there with this set of mindsets, this mindset? Can I get there? No. If the answer is no, then that is the most important thing right there. And it's not to shame yourself or blame yourself for having had this mindset your whole life. It is for you to simply love and connect with that part of yourself. And generally, there's going to be some sort of feeling attached to it. For me, there was a deep sense of sorrow attached to the feeling that was attached rather to the thought that I didn't have a person in my life. So when I removed that thought and said, you know what, today I'm just going to try to catch myself every time I think I don't have a person, and instead I'm going to lovingly tell myself, you absolutely have a person, and he's here. That day was so pivotal for me because I discovered there was this sadness, and that was the voice of the sadness. And that's what I've been saying on this channel all along, is that the thoughts are the branches on the tree. They are not the actual tree and the roots, and they are very much not the whole earth. They are just part. They're just showing you this little tiny piece of a bigger issue, like the tip of the iceberg. So those thoughts for me were actually telling me there's this part of myself that's sad. I don't know why. I didn't need to discover why. That's never a question that I ask myself. It's more like, what do you need? What do you need from me? Sometimes it's just to be with myself and loving attention, giving myself loving awareness. Then from that place, it is so simple to persist in the knowing. The love of your life exists, and at any moment you're going to bump into this person. The money that you're calling on, that you need for certain things, for your thrival, to feel like you are thriving, that money, that abundance, whatever it might be that makes that feeling come alive in you, it's here. And you get to experience it right now. When you drop into the abundant present moment, when you expand your consciousness into all that you are. If you want help with this, contact me, because this is what I'm doing with people one-on-one. I don't know how much longer I'll be doing one-on-one things. So it's now. It's now, people. If you want to experience the expansion of who you are, become a whole creator, so that you can actually fucking make this stuff happen. Like, it's possible. You're watching other people make it possible. And it's possible within you too. But you have to make that choice right now, darn it. You have to choose that you are no longer going to adhere to that old program. And you are going to pay attention, like a very wise person, to the thoughts that you're having and ask yourself, is this furthering me towards what I want? And if there's resistance to changing, love that part of yourself that's resisting to changing those thoughts as well, because all of it needs to be loved back into wholeness. And I'm going to wrap it up right here because I'm going to continue my hike. I love you so much. Contact me, please. Drop a comment if there's some more things that you want to know about. Ask a question. What kind of topics do you want to talk about on this channel? So much love. Love you. Mwah. Bye for now.